video is for beautiful mamas or mama-to-bees or parents, even dads, who have difficulties with their energies around themselves, and they lose manifestation power, they lose positive thinking, they lose every kind of positive energies they had around them. They get close to that negative circle of energy in their mind, and at the end of the day, they get negative manifestation power. So they keep attracting negativity to their lives. Now, we want to talk about how to bring in positive energies for yourself and for your babies or baby, and how to get yourself a powerful manifestation power, because as new moms, we have a very strong cord to our baby. Our babies are strongly aligned and connected to the higher power. They have wide open third eye. They are the most connected beings on this planet. Newborn babies. Until they're 3 years old, they are fully 100% connected to the higher power. And since you as a mom have a cord to that baby connected, even if you're just a caregiver and you didn't give birth to your baby, you're still connected to the baby you're taking care of. Since you have that strong cord with your baby, then you could have a very, very amazing manifestation power if you know how to control it, if you know how to align it, and if you know how to get rid of the negative thoughts and the negative circle of postpartum. Now, as I said, this video could be for new moms, for the moms who are already moms and are raising their children, for moms to be, for dads, and for the caregivers of babies who are not born by you. So it could help any person who's taking care of a baby or child become a very powerful manifestation magnet and get rid of that postpartum negativity. So let's talk about it. There are 4 things I'm going to talk about here, and the last one is going to blow your mind. It's going to be the one thing that you would say, oh wow, why didn't I think of it until today? Because the last one is going to help you and your baby be more connected and be more relaxed, peaceful. Number 1, before anything, is for us to start drinking saffron tea. I know you might have heard it before, but you might have not. Us Persians, we use a lot of saffron in our food, but the one thing that we have, which is really good, it's an amazing food for new moms, which is going to help them become happier, live happier, more energetic, and their body is going to rejuvenate after they give birth. The reason we do that, one of the reasons, is because saffron makes your brain happy. Saffron has the biggest quality in the whole world of everything else that you could consume. Saffron is the most powerful thing you could eat to make your brain happy and to bring that good side of your brain out. So if you feel like you're getting close to postpartum depression, well, consult your doctor, talk to the doctor, take whatever that you need to. But saffron will help a lot on the side of whatever else you're doing. But note this, if you are pregnant, don't use saffron. Saffron is not good for pregnant ladies because it's going to cause miscarriage. But after you give birth, saffron is the best thing you could use. So you could add it to your tea, you could add it to your water, you could add it to your food, any way that you want to have it. But I personally have saffron tea every single day after I gave birth to my baby. So when my baby was a month old, I believe, I ran out of saffron in my home. And I didn't consume saffron for about 2 weeks. And I felt myself getting close to postpartum depression deeply. Now, I love my baby to death. I'm enjoying my motherhood. I love every second of it. But those 2 weeks were the hardest weeks of my motherhood because everything negative came to my mind. The fact that I don't have time, the fact that I can't take care of myself anymore, the fact that I have gained so much weight, the fact that I can't sleep enough, all the things that are now different in my life became the worst part of my life. And all that I could think about were those things. I'm a manifestation coach. I'm the person who's always trying to live happier. I'm the person who's always living in the present moment and never thinks of negativity. And if I could get into those thoughts, and if I, with all the meditations, all the journaling, all the practices, could get close to postpartum depression, then I would say any mom in this world could get close to postpartum depression, because it is the hardest thing of a human being's life when you give birth to a child. It is the most joyful and at the same time most hardest thing you could do in your life. So Consuming saffron after you give birth is the most essential thing you have to do, as important as oxygen. It is super important. Very little, like a pinch of saffron in your tea would go a long way. The way that I do it is that I buy the saffron, I grind it into powder, and then I boil it in water on the stove for about 5 minutes. So I used about like a teaspoon of saffron in a cup of water, boiling on the stove for about like 2-3 minutes, and then I let it cool down. I put it in a container in the fridge, and every single day I just add 1 teaspoon of that water in my tea. Again, note, if you're pregnant, do not use saffron. Second tip I want to give you is that when you're putting your baby to sleep or when you're feeding your baby, the best thing for you to do is to meditate, specifically when you're putting your baby to sleep. If you're a kind of person who falls asleep when you're meditating, don't close your eyes when you're meditating. Even with open eyes, you could start manifesting. You could start meditating. You could start imagining and visualizing all the things that you want to have as if they happened. When you're feeding your baby, doesn't matter bottle or breastfeed, you have the strongest connection to Mother Earth, to higher power, because you are deeply connected to a little human being who's 100% connected to the higher power. Now you have that power too. So that is the best time for your manifestations. That's the best time for your visualizations. If you could, and if it's safe for your baby, close your eyes for about like 30 seconds, visualize all that you want to visualize, make it happen more clear and clear, and then open your eyes, continue visualizing it, continue telling yourself the story of what you want to have as if it already happened. For example, let's say you want to buy your dream home, you want to get your dream career, you want to start your own business, whatever it is. Imagine it as if it already happened. Make up a story in your mind and then tell yourself that story when you're feeding your baby. Just tell yourself as if it already happened. I am the most successful mom in the world. I am running my business with like 20K per month. This is the story you're telling yourself when you're feeding your baby. And what it does is that because you're highly connected in that moment, your visualization, your story that you're telling yourself goes deep into the dimension that it has to go. And it gets you there faster than you can imagine. So it has a very high manifestation power. I have manifested things that I could never imagine would happen while I was feeding my babies. So we're recording the rest of the video on the next day, 24 hours later. Let's talk about the third tip that I have for you if you're a parent and if you want to gain your full 100% positive manifestation power. This tip is all about something that you have heard over and over again before, but this time it's not only because of your physical well-being, but it's also because of your mental, physical, and your spiritual well-being. And that is to keep hydrated, but in a very specific way. There are 2 ways to keep hydrated in a healing way. So not only your water is hydrating you, but it also has healing powers for you. And those 2 ways are, number 1, to first of all choose a cup that you really like. I personally love to use a cup that has straw, and I always have this with me everywhere that I go, and I just fill it up every day like several times, and I drink the whole thing like several times. I finish this cup. And to make it more healing and to give more miracle power to this water, you want to write loving words around the cup. If you pay attention, I have written abundance, love, health, peace. Yeah, health is here. Wealth is here. Joy. So loving words around the cup you're going to write, and then you're going to use it, because when you're not drinking the water and the cup is sitting on the table, it is getting charged by the power of these words. Now, this is a research that has been done by a Japanese researcher, and it has been scientifically proven that loving words change the power of water to a healing power. And for that reason, doing this is going to help you heal yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, in every way. It's going to align your energy. It's going to obviously hydrate your body and mind. It's going to help you become more positive. It's going to bring so much peace within your body. It's going to bring so many positive thoughts and so many positive vibrations around you in your life. And if you're breastfeeding, the benefits of this water is going to be transferred to your baby as well. So why not? Now, there is one more thing you could do to change the benefits and quality of this water, even more magical benefits, and that is to use and consume moon water. especially if you're breastfeeding, moon water will change the game for you. And even if you're not breastfeeding, I'm not breastfeeding, but when I make moon water, I also add it to my baby formula. So it does the same thing. So what is moon water? Moon water is the water that we make when there is full moon and new moon, because the energy of the moon is really heavy on us human beings, and making and charging the water with the energies of the moon and consuming it is going to shift that heavy negative energy in our life. Now, some months you could make the moon water, some months you cannot make the moon water. Like the past full moon on October 28th, we could not make the moon water because the energies of the moon are too negative and too heavy for charging your water. For that reason, if you want to learn which months to make the moon water, what times you could make the moon water, the months that you could make, and how to use the moon water and all the details. And also there are rituals you could do alongside with making the moon water every single full moon and new moon. There are rituals you could do to shift the energies of the moon in your life, to bring a lot of good positive frequency into your life using the energies of the moon. And honestly, I could say 100%. If it wasn't for the energies of the moon and the rituals that I do every single month, I could have not been the manifestation magnet that I am today. And yes, I am sharing these rituals with people as well. And where do I share those rituals? You're going to find out in a free webinar below this video. There is a free webinar. Click on it below this video. You're going to find out where you could find the rituals, where you could find the full moons that you could make moon water, what time are those full moons, and what are the best times for you to make the full moon water, how to use the moon water, and all the details you need to know about moon and all the benefits you could take from the moon, you're going to find in that free webinar. Now, going back to where we were talking about, hydrating, using moon water, and loving words around your cup is the key to stay positive and to attract positive things and all the things that you want to have. Now, the fourth thing that I wanted to tell you about, which is the one thing that you will say, wow, why didn't I think about it? If you haven't already thought about it, is a mantra which could help you and your baby change your life. When you're putting your baby to sleep, I want you to close your eyes. You're holding your baby to put him to sleep, or your baby is in the crib and you're sleep training them, you're putting them to sleep. Or your baby's crying and he's so frustrated. You want to calm them down. The mantra you're going to use is that you're going to close your eyes in a safe environment, of course. As long as your baby's safe, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to start saying, oh my goodness. You're going to keep repeating this like several times. Just right now, as I said it, it aligned me like immediately. And it took me to a different frequency. It's super powerful. As soon as you do this, if you have a frustrated baby, he's going to get quiet immediately once you start doing this. My baby, when he's crying and I close my eyes and I say, all of a sudden he's like calm and he's like looking at me as if he's in another realm. He's like enjoying it so much. And it helps him sleep very well. It helps him put himself to sleep. So I just lay him down in his bed and it just sing him and he goes to sleep most of the times. If not, while I'm holding him, I sing this to him, he goes to sleep. So this is literally one of the best things you could do for your baby. You could just keep repeating it. And if your environment is not safe, just open your eyes and repeat it. Just saying this, just right now, try it. Like close your eyes, pause this video, close your eyes and say it for like 15 seconds. Feel the heat of vibration changing around you. It's insane how it could change everything around you. And this is going to help you manifest a lot of things. If you use it as your baby's lullaby, what it does is that you're giving calmness to your baby. You're putting your baby to sleep. At the same time, you're giving yourself a very high frequency manifestation power. And at that same time, if you do this before bed, you're putting your baby to sleep, you're saying this mantra, you're doing it before you go to sleep. What happens is that you're raising your frequency of energy, and when you're going to bed, you start visualizing your dreams and it comes true. And if you do this consistently, and if you join that online course which I just talked about and you do all the practices together, including this, you're going to be manifesting like there's no tomorrow. Like you're going to be manifesting every day of your life, every single day of your life. And that is magical. That is so exciting. That is what I do in my life. And that's what I love about manifestation power. And if you're already saying, Shadi, I want to have the moon rituals for the rest of my life. I know the magic of the moon. I want to have the rituals for the rest of my life. I want to make moon water, know when to make moon water and how to use the moon water for the rest of my life. And if you're also thinking, Shadi, I want you to coach me for the rest of my life and teach me and guide me to manifest all my dreams just like you're doing, I created an online platform with a lifetime membership for people who ever join there. I'm their lifetime coach, like one-on-one coach. I help them. They get my phone number. They actually message me. I help them for the rest of their lives to manifest all their dreams and all my secrets step by step. So even if you're a beginner in manifestation, or if you're not a beginner, it doesn't matter. This is going to be a treasure box for you. Every secret that I have for manifestation is within that portal, and you're going to get access to it for the rest of your life. And for the rest of your life, you're going to get full moon and new moon rituals updated on that portal. Whoever has ever joined is super happy with it, and it's been helping millions of people. So if you want to join, go ahead and click on the link below this video, which is called DIY Your Happy Life online course, and read more detail about it. And if you'd like to join, I'll be more than happy to have you there with me. If you know a parent, send this video to them because they might be struggling without you knowing, and this video might help them a lot. And this is going to create a good karma for you, and it's going to help them, and it's going to help my channel as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you like the video, press the like button, please. I love to have you in my tribe. And go ahead, check out the free webinar because it's going to change your life forever. I promise you that. I love you, and I will see you next week. Take care and have a great day. Goodbye.